this is a tournament essentially. We want to go over a mini tournament with the players so they understand, getting hyped up for their own tournaments, but also understand how the tournament functionally works. So you hopefully don't have to answer as many questions. So what we will do is we'll break each group into, or we'll make teams of four is my ideal number. I like to do 4 on 4. That way we can reinforce offensively the diamond, reinforce defensively pressure cover balance, and play on small fields. So we'll set up probably is no more than 8 small fields. I think that'll be with 8 people on each field at 64 players. And I don't think our largest group has had 64 people in attendance all season. I think the most we ever had was like 50 something. So we should have plenty of cover. Rules for the game will simply be to play soccer, try to score goals. If the ball goes out of bounds, throw it in. Let's play real throw ins. And then just work together. We will play a series of 10-minute games. But after each 10-minute game, we will regroup and talk about the results and everything else that's happening. So, what I plan to do is to bring everybody together initially, have them divided out into the teams, have them talk about what their team names are. I think I'll bring a whiteboard out with a marker and I'll write team names on it and basically create a tournament table for the night to utilize as a reference point. So as far as the rules, pretty basic, straightforward, right? Small-sided game, 4v4, play, throw the ball in, ball goes out the end, play from the back end, kick the ball on, and then play soccer. And then coaches, you can just rotate around, watching somebody play for a couple minutes, give them some advice, move to another group, right? So at this point, I'm going to pause the video and bring up the other part of this. So the other thing we'll be doing once we play the first game is we will record results. And so we will say who won, who lost, who drew, how many goals did you score, how many goals against. And so the first round, we will just do that, right? And then we'll go over how many points you get for that. That's the plan for the first round, so we'll make sure that everyone understands how that works. If you win, you get 3 points. If you tie, you get 1. If you lose, you get 0. When we come back around the second time after we played our game, then I want to start talking about, okay, goal differential. What's goal differential mean? So how many goals do you score? Um, right now, obviously, this team had 14 goal differentials. They scored 14 and gave up 2 after 2 games. And then the third time around, we want to talk about tiebreakers. So in our tournament, and this may be cut off a little bit on your screen, but number 1 is head to head, who beat who and what. Number 2 is goal differential. Number 3 is goal against. So it's important basically to hold teams to 0 goals. 4 is goals for, 5's most shutouts. And then 6 would be a penalty shootout if you can't determine who meets that. And I've had to do that, and we lost the penalty shootout, and we did not make a championship game. And it's not fun. So don't get to that penalty shootout is the key. And then ultimately at the very end, we will take for our last game session, we'll put team 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever, etc., against each other for one final game, and we'll declare a champion for that night. I think we'll get at least 4 games in, if not 5 in an hour. Maybe 4 games in would be the goal. So we have 40 minutes of hard soccer because it's pretty hard to play small-sided soccer for even 10 minutes straight. So my plan would be to everyone would play 3 games and then go to the championship round essentially, no matter how many teams we have for the evening. So that'd be the way that works on the tournament night.